This is the story about an African American family who experienced discrimination when attempting to buy property on which to build a home. Several years ago, while driving in her car, Verlinda Boswell noticed two elderly white women in need of assistance. One woman was disabled. Verlinda thoughtfully stopped and helped one of the women take her disabled friend into the house. In conversation, one of the women mentioned that she owned a piece of property behind her home that she was preparing to sell. Verlinda never forgot about this property. When she and her husband were in a position to buy some land several years later, she decided to call the woman to see if the property was still available.
Our son, Devin, was the biggest reason why we wanted to purchase property. I called the lady who owned the property, and I was told that the property was for sale. I reminded the lady of how we met, and she realized that I was black. And at that point, the land was not for sale. I then asked a white friend of mine to call, and the land was available for sale to her. I then knew it was discrimination. I contacted the Fair Housing Center. They sent out white testers, black testers, and the testing report showed that she was discriminating. The owner of the property indicated to one of the testers that she did not want to sell to me because I am black. This discrimination brought back feelings of when I was a little girl at the age of 12. And I remember that little girl having tears in her eyes when individuals would say, "I don't want that little nigger sitting by my little girl," or "I don't want that little nigger touching me." That was hurtful to my heart as a little child, and I remember that. And I would ask my mother, "Why are they talking about me like that?" And she would say, "They are just not good people." But what she would give me was things to remember that were positive things. She would say, "But you are a great individual. You are a great person. And you will do great things in your life. You will pass over these obstacles, and this will get better. It will get better." Some people consider discrimination to be an inconvenience, but that is not how I see it. I feel and I know that it is a hurtful, humiliating experience when you're actually told that you can't do something or live a particular place or buy something because you are black. That is humiliating. That is degrading. You are considered as nothing. And we are all created equal. All of us. Black, white, whatever the race. We're all entitled to the same justice, fairness that life has to offer to all of us. My husband, Larry, is a real strong, kind person. Wouldn't harm a fly. And I remember going through all of what we've gone through. At one point he said, "Maybe it really is sold." Even after finding out that she would sell it to my white friend, he said, I just can't believe that people can really be this way. And when the final situation ended, it's really real. They discriminated against us. He was angered. The thought of someone doing his wife and his child like this. And the statement that he made was, "But where do you take this anger?" And he said, "This has done something to the faith that I had in man. It's not there anymore." Discrimination is something that all of us have to fight. not just black people, white people as well. If it's wrong, it's just wrong. Do not accept it. Do something. Call the Fair Housing Center. My husband and I waited for 15 years for Devin. In that waiting, we lost 4 children. One was stillborn. The other 3 children were miscarriages as far as 6 months. Devin is very dear to both of us, and we do so hope and pray that he will not have to experience this. It is one experience in life that he can do without. For what I have gone through, I would not wish this upon my worst enemy. An individual that has never ever been discriminated against. It is unimaginable to them to conceive the feeling and the hurt that you have when something like this happens to you. I have to hope that things will be better for my son in regards to discrimination, because if it does not get better, we will be lost as a nation. I said I was not going to cry because every time these feelings come, I think about my son, who's just a little boy. He should not have to deal with this, of being disrespected because of the color of your skin. This situation needs to stop. It is going to take everybody working together to make America as great as it can be and as it should be.